Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today, oh my god, okay, so I got exciting news. So now this isn't confirmed or anything like that. Usually I do reviews on this channel, but I had to post this video because I have to talk about this. There's been rumors going around now that James Gunn is in charge in the head of the DCEU, which is DC Cinematic Universe, like Marvel has their MCU. And we all know that James Gunn used to direct the Guardians of the Galaxy movies under the head of Marvel, Kevin Feige. And after James's, what's the word I'm looking for? Firing that shouldn't have happened. Kevin rehired James. So we know those two are incredibly tight. They're friends. So reportedly, there are rumors going around that after Avengers Doomsday, we're going to be getting a crossover. Oh my god, I'm so excited if this happens. We're going to be getting a crossover between the MCU and the DCU, meaning we're going to get all heroes in the same film. As somebody who grew up watching Justice League Unlimited, the Justice League cartoons, Marvel's Avengers, the cartoon, all these things, this is a dream come true. This is fantastic, but we gotta preface this. It needs to be done correctly. It has to be done correctly, or it's gonna be a stinker, and it's gonna be so disappointing. Like, I can't even find the words to, like, I got an itch, sorry. I can't even, like, find the words to, like, match the level of disappointment that I would have. But how could they do this right? That's the important part. Now, I know I'm a very small space over here on YouTube, but I still feel like I need to put my 2 words in. So I think that you should bring back all the Snyder actors from the Snyderverse. I don't think that you should use David Corenswet from the new Superman and everyone in that Superman. I think you should let that be its own standalone thing. James and Kevin, I think you guys should bring back Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa. Get those people. Get that Justice League. And then at the end of the Snyder cut of Justice League, we actually saw Darkseid. We see Darkseid. So here's my thought. Bring them back. And then in that universe, have Darkseid win. Because you can have Corenswet's Superman and Cavill's Superman be from separate universes. They've already touched on this in the new Superman, that there are pocket dimensions with Lex Luthor. And so there could be a multiverse. So, like, let those two be in separate universes, have Darkseid win in that universe, the Snyderverse, and then somehow, once he achieves the anti-life equation, he gains, like, a cosmic awareness or something like that, and he realizes that there are other things out there besides the anti-life equation. Here's my idea. So, we already used the Infinity Gauntlet in Marvel Comics. We can't use that again. But there are lots of other things out there, like the Ultimate Nullifier, the Muramasa Blade, the Cosmic Cube. Pause. We'll stop there. The Cosmic Cube, I think that's what we should use. Now, for people that don't know, the Cosmic Cube is basically, it's a cube that has immense reality warping powers. And some could argue even more than the Reality Stone. I think that you should have Darkseid win in the Snyderverse, have him get the anti-life equation. Now, for anyone that's wondering why Darkseid likes the anti-life equation, it's because he basically wants to make everything else in the universe like Apocalypse. So basically what you could do, which is his home world, it's basically like kind of like a version of hell in the DC, but not really. It's just his planet's on fire. Looks like hell. But you could have him win there, and then have him achieve some type of, like, a cosmic awareness through the anti-life equation or something like that. And then you could have Darkseid realized there's an Omniverse and that the Marvel Universe exists. And Darkseid sets his sights on that cosmic cube. Now, why would Darkseid set his sights on the cosmic cube? Because Darkseid would want to turn the Omniverse into Apocalypse. Not just the universe, but now he wants to turn the Omniverse into Apocalypse. And so either through, I think you could have Superman do it, because Superman is very fast, and we've seen this in the Snyderverse if we use those versions of the character. But I don't know how you would go about getting the DCEU characters over to the MCU. But I think you could maybe use the Flash somehow. Maybe have the Flash go to the MCU and bring certain characters over to help them fight Darkseid in the DCEU. Or what I think they should do is just find a way to get the DCEU characters over to the MCU, because it would make more sense, especially if Darkseid wins over in like their universe and the Snyderverse, to have them come to the MCU, because they realize Darkseid has his sights set on that. But yeah, I wanted to make this short video because if this comes true, oh my god, I'm gonna be so excited. I can't wait, man. I just really hope they do it right. I really hope they do it right. And another thing too, if I could, this would be ultimate, and this probably won't happen, if they brought back the Snyder people, because it's doubtful, in my opinion, that they bring back the Snyder people. I have a feeling they're going to go with Corn Sweat's version of Superman, but I would just like Henry. Because it also makes sense. Like, that story kind of makes sense. So they just got to build upon it a little bit. Sorry. But yeah, I'm over the moon about this news. I hope it comes true. If it doesn't, that's okay. But if it does, it might be the first ticket to a movie that I ever pre-order. Honestly, it might be. Well, depending on the trailers, we gotta watch. We would have to wait for the trailers to come out. And if they brought the Snyder people over, I would want, rare take, but get rid of Batfleck and bring in Christian Bale's Batman. Get Bale back as Batman. And I don't know, somehow write it in, but that would be awesome to see. Henry's Superman and Bale's Batman from The Dark Knight on the like Man of Steel Superman and then The Dark Knight Batman. That would be peak. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not really a movie review, just kind of a discussion going over some things and my thoughts on this. I had to make the video because I am so excited if this happens. But like I said, it's got to be done right. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and stay tuned. I'm going to have a review out for, there's a new like Wakanda short series coming out on Disney Plus. So Friday, hopefully Friday, Friday or Saturday, I should have a review up for that, the first episode of that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.